Hi, Gems. Whoa, this is Monday. We got, listen, I watched The Real Housewives of Atlanta, The Real House, and I watched Married to Medicine. I only got a little teeny bit to say about Real Housewives of Atlanta because the reunion was boring. There was no bust out moment for me. But one thing, Drew, Sadora, run! Ralph is Ralph is if you all go back up there and just look at those two interacting with each other, he looked evil to me. Look, I don't know what she going through. She's out there. Something is going on in that house. Okay, I am for sure. Hey, Gloria. Hey, Marva. Hey, Don Thomas Garden Holistic Fun. Y'all, it was a snooze for me. Yes, it was. I'm just saying. I was trying to watch the dynamic. That's why Drew is always reflecting her negative energy out on other people because she can't do it to Ralph. That everything else, I got sick of hearing Marlo apologize for everything she did. Girl, either you said it and meant it, or what was you trying to do? And then Todd, being the little hoochie he is, when they asked him a question, oh, let Ross answer it first. It was like no drama coming for Candy and Todd. They just need to go. They need to revamp a whole bunch of these shows, and we're just watching. Okay, I got my hair in a nice little ponytail in the back while my husband is in New York. He's going to be watching the Cowboys and the Giants tonight. So he is very, very happy. I just talked to him. He is resting. Hey, Michelle Carter, how are you? I forgot to turn on my other screen. It was a snooze fest to me. But let me tell y'all this inspiration. And y'all, we got to get this deep down. What's up with the Winslows? I think their names, they're really weird. I think they don't want to tell us a lot of their business. Is a lot of things going on down there, and I think that her husband will stay with her. But Tiffany got a lot of bones in that closet. Okay, I just want y'all to know she got a lot of skeletons, and I hope they don't fall out where they embarrass Lewis, because I don't think Lewis is the type who could really take embarrassment. But he'll stay because it seemed like he's a patsy. I call them the Adams family, right? Because I don't see any love in them. It was another couple that was hugging last night. I didn't see any sparks or love in them. Hey. So here is the inspiration. Now listen to this, because this is for your heart. We've been infected with this idea that love is an emotion only felt between two people. But love is universal. Universal. It's an energy, a contagious force. A gift to offer money to a homeless man is to love. To save a worm from the sun is to love. The smile at a stranger is love. To be grateful, it's love. To be hopeful, to be brave, to be forgiven, to be proud, it is all love. So no matter what, if you got a caring bone in your body, it's the energy. It's the energy of love. And it is. We love things and we don't know what to say. But if you feel good about something inside, you feel it's love. It is really love. Okay. Now let's get to I got some good things to tell y'all and some bad things to tell y'all. And I think I'm gonna tell y'all the little bad things first. I'm gonna tell y'all the little bad things first. Ain't got nothing to do with no housewife. It got something to do with real life, okay? Now, do you know, because of this economy, we keeping our eyes, Marcella's keeping her eyes on everything for her gyms, right? Now, they said that people are gonna start losing their jobs again. So, y'all, I'm telling y'all, please put your money together. Please put your money up. They're saying people are going to start losing their jobs. I want to show you the proof so you can look it up for yourself. It's going to be kind of rough out here. Um, things are closing down. Let me see. Here go. Here go. Here go. Here we go. The Fed say unemployment will rise Here's who economists say will lose their jobs first. Job losses will fall disproportionately on vulnerable workers, economists said. September 24th, that came out at 6:05 a.m. The Fed said people are going to start losing their jobs, right? The Federal Reserve escalated its fight against inflation this week, instituting a major rate increase and saying more will likely follow. The moves will cause a jump in the number of unemployment Americans by the end of the year. Remember, I told y'all if y'all gonna buy Christmas, go ahead and start doing it October, November, because at the end of the year, a lot of people are going to be losing jobs or they're going to cut your hours. The feds had put forward a series of aggressive interest rate hikes in recent months as it tries to slash prices increases by slowing the economy and choking off demand. Now I'm gonna tell y'all the real truth. I drive a 2021 Cadillac. My car began to make this noise, and at the beginning of September, I put my truck in the shop. I still don't have my truck back because GM saying they don't have the piece that my truck needs. And this is, I don't even have to pay to get my truck repaired. It's just that they don't have the piece. It's on back order and has been for 6 months. So they're gonna give me a new car on Wednesday to drive around. They asking me, do I want to buy another car? Absolutely not. No, I don't want to buy a new car, fix my car, and give my car back. Okay, anyway, the job losses forecasted by the feds this week would be by the end of 2023, raise the unemployment rate to a current level of 3.7 to 4.4. That outcome would add an estimate 1.2 million people unemployed. The outcome would add an estimate of 1.2 million people unemployed, according to Omar Schiff, the founder and researcher of Inflation Insights. I know a lot of people dealing with that. Yeah. These job losses disproportionately fell on some of the most vulnerable workers, including minorities and less educated employees, according to the economics and studies of the past downturns. You see that? Minorities. How come white people can't be the minority? Why we got to be the minority? But it says minority, right? Here are the groups. Now they spell it out for you, honey. Pay attention. Black and Hispanic workers would be among the first to lose their jobs if unemployment spikes, since they are disproportionately concentrated in industries sensitive to economic downturns. Racial discrimination often influences choices made by companies about which workers to fire. And guess what? There's 4 strands of COVID or whatever is coming this way, okay? I'm telling you guys, overall, the unemployment rate for Black workers in the early period of the pandemic peaked at 16.8, while the unemployment rate for white workers reached 14.1. We got to get on it, y'all. I told you, keep money in your house. Now, remember, y'all are reading this with me, and it's on ABC News right there, right? But remember, Bank of America is offering you a house with no down payment. See how I told you that you could get caught up in the okie doke? They're going to give you a house, no down payment, and all that kind of stuff. But you're going to be the first one to lose your job. Right. Why us? Listen, we'll always get the brunt of any negativity. It is that institutionalized racism showing its evil head. And that's why I told you, listen, we can stop some things too now. I don't want y'all to think that they can do all this to us and then we don't do anything. Taking our jobs, taking things from us, it takes our motivation and we don't go vote. This election right here, right now, that's going to come next month in November, is very important to white Americans. Why? Because they're trying to put Trump soldiers back in place. if the Republicans are allowed to take over the House and Senate, God bless America. One GOP from Arizona said, if the Republican, and he's a Republican, said if they're allowed to take over the House and Senate, minorities will be put in dark ages. And I believe that. The only way they know they can break us down is to take our money, take everything from us. Y'all see Brett Favre, they jamming down on what he did. He took from Mississippi. Mississippi is the poorest state in the United States. And they took those people food stamp and their checks from their children. And Brett Favre is still allowed to walk around on his property with a golf course. That volleyball court in that college is still in his child's name after knowing he partook in taking money from the poorest people in the United States, the state of Mississippi. Come, my people in Texas, let's go. We got the vote, y'all. It is no, I want to tell y'all about the housewives and the YouTube gossip and all of that, but I want to tell y'all about some YouTube gossip. But anyway, the DOJ contacted me several years ago due to the Bank of America discrimination against Blacks and Hispanic homeowners who got their homes through Bank of America. Interest rates were higher for us. Absolutely. Brett Favre should be sitting in a jail cell right now. And guess what he did, y'all? He paid back $108 million when they suspected him a couple of years ago, right? But now they talking about $8 million that he received. They took his shoes. Look, she said they took his shoes off the air today. That's right. $250 million. Do you know that was only Brett Favre's share? That wasn't the governor's share and all the little people with the sticky fingers. Okay? Miss Marva, hello, please spread the word. It's suicide prevention. Love, smile, love with someone that's distant. Love you. It's suicide prevention. Please, y'all, think about others. Like some of us sisters that are not strong enough to handle this. I want you to know that you can reach out to any gym on this page. I am telling you, and they will keep it confidential. If you are feeling down, you feel like you can't go further, please reach out to us, okay? Please, this is no joking matter. I mean, there's a lot of YouTube pages up here that they like to do the bull hockey, and I do too. But I'm gonna tell you that I am all about this. Look, National Suicide Hotline. If you need that number, I got it right there for you. If you want to talk to one of us, Carmel Appleside, I am voting, period, and taking people with me. Okay? Period. This election, November 5th, you need to register your kids. They got early voting going on, y'all. They going into the nursing homes and the senior citizen places and having these people vote. They not doing it at the Black senior citizen homes. Really, Gloria? Hello. Yeah, why you bothered? Said they had to pay me thousands of dollars back. Thank God for President Obama. He had them investigated. Well, they trying to pull the okey doke on Black Americans again because I just showed everyone where they are saying, come on, Black in here, Black and Hispanics. We're gonna give you, a loan on your house. You can come in with no down payment. Y'all, I hope y'all didn't forget that story that I told y'all about. Let me find it again. That's about FedEx. FedEx saying they ain't gonna be able to deliver no Christmas gifts. They done lost so many employees. UPS done lost so many employees. Y'all, what's gonna happen for Christmas? That's why I told y'all now. Tell y'all kids right now. We gonna buy you 2 gifts, and you tell me what it is because I'm not going into debt for nobody. Not me. Matter of fact, I told y'all the God honest truth. I ordered money and paid off all my debts, okay? I don't want to deal with no high interest rates. I don't want you to tell me nothing because if y'all ain't giving me my money the way I'm supposed to, look at it. Look at it. Look at this. Bank of America announces zero down payment, zero closing mortgage for first time home buyers in Black and Hispanic communities. Now, they already done pulled the yoke on the Black and Hispanic communities. Like I told you, that is not a good idea. That is, don't you go out there and try to buy no house right now and no car either. The date is approaching fast, November 2nd. Please, y'all, do it, y'all. I'm telling you, they're trying, that's the way we can beat them. And another way that you can beat the economy, buy what you need, not what you want. You don't need no red bottoms right now, okay? If you need red bottoms that bad, do what they do on that show, or the show that we watched the other night that didn't make any sense. Get a pair of shoes that you like and paint the bottom red, honey. A lot of faking frauds out here. Vote Amazon always still delivering. Yeah, they're delivering now, but Amazon is talking about, and I'll show you. I love reaching out to you and your family. I love reaching out to you and your family. Thank you. Thank you. These Republican governors are trash. Democrats ain't too far behind. And you are absolutely right. But you know what? We got to choose between the lesser evils. Okay. And right now, the Democrats are the lesser evil. And I'm not even a Democrat, I'm an independent. As long as we have family love, we're good. That's right. I'm telling you. These they're trying to set people up for failure. No one is dumb. Absolutely. Why you bother, said Marcella? You are speaking pure facts. Now, y'all just read now. What I just showed y'all today about who's going to be losing their jobs is the Black and the Hispanics. But then last week they put in the paper they want y'all to come in and buy houses. That's a trap. Once you get into that house, you can't pay it. They kick you out. You still got to pay. You still got to pay. You just don't walk away from that. You still pay with bill your credit. Child, red bottoms. Yes, people kill me. I'm gonna tell you something. I own two pair of red bottoms. I might have wore them one time a piece because red bottoms hurt my feet. Everybody I know that own a pair of red bottoms, they said they hurt. I don't care. They hurt. You to Miss Marva. Yes, Lord. Y'all, we got to educate each other because this is what they're not teaching us in school. They don't teach us about the economy. They don't teach us. They ain't even teaching our kids to write our children's name in cursive anymore. They're not teaching us about what we need. But guess what? I am not a master at it. Okay. I'm not a master at it, but you know what? I know I don't like being broke, and I know I don't like being in debt. And I know that I don't want to watch a community of my Afro American people, Hispanic people, because I'm Puerto Rican and Black. I don't want to watch them lose. I want to see them win. You know, you just don't know. I go into Walmart and I shop, and I might have a little Hispanic family in front of me, and you know what I do? I'll tell them, I got you. I tell the cashier, I'm gonna pay for their things. I believe in giving others. God has blessed me that I got enough to live over and over again. But I wouldn't have that if I spent foolishly. Marcella, remember, we've been preparing for months now on Freaky Financial Friday, 30-year mortgage. We sure have, Marie. Hey, hey, hey. And every content creator has a responsibility to say, we're going to do the shits and giggles. But I want to tell you, make sure you go vote. Okay. They are gentrifying our neighborhood and pricing us out the neighborhoods. And you're absolutely right. My house is almost $600,000. And guess what? They're now it's worth more, but I wouldn't sell it. You know why I won't sell it? Because there's nowhere to go. I would go and get a cheaper house and the and cheaper faucets and everything and pipes. I'm not going to do that. They want to set us up for the next 30 years by taking our hard-earned money. Wow, and that's the truth. Y'all hit that like button. College graduate, yes, how are you? She's speaking to me. Hey, Niecy. Niecy ain't up yet. Gentrification is real. And guess what, y'all? We help them. You know how we help them? We help them by fighting each other. We got to stop this foolish mess. You got people all over these YouTube pages. Boy, they talk about me coming up here. Oh, she talked to her subscribers like they kids. And I be just like I don't want to hear that. I don't care. You talk to them the way you want to, and I'm going to educate the people over here on my page. And guess what? Some of us are educated. Some of y'all are more educated than me. But guess what? I focus on money every day. And I'm not talking about how much I have, how much I can spend, how much I can save, and what I can tell my gems what we need to do and what's coming. Cause it's coming. Y'all go out there and get the rice, the canned foods, the smoked turkey legs, the smoked ham hocks, whatever you like, and start putting it in freezer bags, glad freezer bags, and put it in your freezer. Hey, let the redeemed say so. Hey, ladies, did y'all see Dr. Heavenly has some financial groups? She do, but you know what? She ain't doing it for free. Heavenly ain't doing it for free. Heavenly is a very smart cookie, okay? Very smart. But guess what? Sure enough, when this economy slow down, her hair store gonna slow down, and her flipping houses gonna slow down. Heavenly got a lot of businesses, and guess what? Some people. Now I want y'all to put a one in the chat if y'all ain't never heard this before. I'm not playing. Some of our black folk will prey on us. Buffy's classes ain't free. She won't even give you no half price class. Heavenly class ain't free. But guess what? What they talking about, I'm talking about over here for free. People will come after us because we want help and we want, but foreclosures may be an opportunity to become a first-time home buyer. Okay, Miss Stacy, if you got some information about that, please, 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 please drop your email or something in the box up here in this up here so people can contact you. Hey, Sheila Mack. Dear Dana, y'all, I love Dear Dana. She's another content creator and she's actually a therapist. If y'all are having suicidal thoughts of anything, please contact Dear Dana. You can get her on Instagram. She got a YouTube and she will help you and it will remain confidential. She says you can buy a house when the housing prices drop. Scary. If you do not plan to stay in that house for years and years. Look, I was planning on building me a brand new house, a ranch, because y'all know me and my husband are getting older and I don't want him going up the stairs. But honey, I'm gonna stay right here in this house. Somebody offered me $770,000 for my home, and I'm not going nowhere. Absolutely. There are black folk that will prey on us because they know we need help and they know we're looking for an answer. I'm going to tell you something. You can ask me anything for free, right? And I'm going to tell you for free. And if I don't know the answer, I'm going to find the answer and come back and tell you, okay? Hit that like button, y'all. Y'all subscribe. At Christmas, buy thoughtful gifts, not outrageous gifts. Start purchasing little by little and try to pay with cash. That's right, dear Dana. She knows. She knows. Interest rates are so high. Absolutely. And guess what? In 6 weeks, mark my words, what I'm telling you, September 26th, they will go up again because they're trying not to crash the market. But remember, what goes up will come down with a bang. Thank you so much, Marcella. Much, much love. Yes, she is an actual therapist. So, y'all, please check her out. Please check Dear Dana out. She's been part of me since I started YouTube, Dear Dana, and I'm sure she's been busy because there is a lot of people, y'all. One day we just got to come up here and talk about mental health because I'm going to tell you something. There's times that I've been stressful. See, you don't have to always be stressed about money. I wasn't stressed about money, but it was just different things that's going on. And guess what? I'm not going to tell you that I have not ever been affected by mental health. I have. I've been depressed. It has nothing to do with YouTube. It has nothing to, I just have those down days, y'all. I have those down days when I'm thinking, how can I help? What can I do? What can I do? Let the redeemed say so said Heavenly class is $5 because people came to her regular YouTube and was acting up. $5. Yeah, Heavenly is gonna make money. Already raised the interest rate 5 times. Yes, it's going up in 6 weeks. If y'all watch the market the way I do, and I watch the market so hard because guess what? I have money in that market. I have money there. So I'm going to keep my eyes on it. And I'm going to make sure I know when to roll and when to fold. You know? Y'all talking about no Social Security for us. That's part of where your Social Security come from, your stocks, okay? Everyone gets affected by mental health. Most do not speak about it, and we got to start speaking because you know what? I wasn't going to say nothing, but I'm going to say it. I have a child, and this is I'm dealing with this now because that's why I didn't get on last Saturday. I have a child that I adopted. She ran into her biological family, and she started building a telephonic relationship with her. And they were telling her that they really wanted her to come home, but they don't even have a home. They living from hotel to hotel right now. I got her at 7. She's now 15, and she started cutting herself. I had to get her some help. And today we had therapy this morning, and I talked to her about it. She really wants her family to have things like she does. She feels bad about eating when they tell her they're not eating. And I don't know what to do. All I can continue to say is that I love you. But love in her is not going to feed who she wants to help. Everyone gets affected. Yep. It's hard. All food is up 40%. Yep. It sure is. And it's going to keep going up. Praying for everyone. Yes. Y'all, we got to pray. They keep raising the rates because people still spending like crazy. They said that first class seats on planes have never been sold like they have sold today. Do you use hedge funds? I do. I use everything. She wants some control in her life, right? But she doesn't have a job. I'm not going to take care of a family. I'm not going to take care of her mom and dad who are not working. I'm not going to do it. And that was a hard decision. But she wanted to go bowling with them. We let her go bowling. We drove her to the bowling alley, me and my husband. We gave her money to eat and to bowl, and they didn't have money, and that's when they began to tell her all of their problems. And she started changing. And I can take because this is my own child. She started changing, and she cut herself. And I was in the children's hospital in the mental area, and she just said it. She just feels bad about eating when they're not eating. I'm from Louisiana, and my folks taught me to buy deep freezers. I have 3. And buy Nest when out goes for sale. Divide it up and place it in the freezer, bags, and store it up for rainy days. I do that myself. I tell everybody to please do that, okay? Because guess what? We getting ready to get Florida getting ready to get smashed. They talking about Texas. That weather is coming too. Texas is seeing more things that they've never seen before, like real cold. It's coming. While lifting up your daughter in prayer, praying for her and her family and the family of yours. It do, and I ask God every day. I pray every day, Lord, please don't let her run away. That's what I say because I'm afraid she's gonna succumb to them. Cutting is a way children try to deal with emotions, pain, so they can cope with it by creating physical pain to create the relief that the physical pain creates once the physical pain recedes. Well, I got her in therapy because guess what? Remember, I told y'all I was there and they didn't have any beds. They don't have any beds to put anybody. So they send her back home still broken. But I got her therapist right away, and I'm getting ready to get her an in-home, somebody who can come in and take her out, and she can't. She's not old enough for a job, you know. She's only 15. She just turned 15 last Friday. That's unfair for her. People are just, and guess what? I had to take her phone. So she's upset because they will FaceTime her. See, we don't have anything to eat. They were running her through this guilt trip. And I don't go off on them because I don't want her to think I hate her parents. I'm sorry to hear that. Prayer for your baby and her family. Yep. So that's what I'm saying. People you think that don't have problems, they have issues. Everybody do. Everybody. Beyonce has issues. Cardi B has issues. Everybody got issues, y'all. Therapy is the best for her. Yep. And guess what? I'm participating in it with her, holding her hand, listening, trying to figure out a way. My husband just told me to write them a check, and you know, I can't. I can't write them a check because I told him once we give them a check, it will be more and more and more. Um, I hope I'm not out of line. You're never out of line. But her parents are being selfish. Let the girl be happy with the people she knows that loves her. I've had her since 7. Like I said, she's 15. They hadn't been in her life. She ran into them at the mall. Therapist the best for her. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Um, why would her family put that burden on her? Because they're on drugs. Surgery YouTube was how to build a greenhouse and plant some vegetables. Yeah, girl, you talking to the choir. We do vegetables over here. We got gardens. Her biological parents are manipulating her for money. Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all what I had to do. Cause I don't get up here to talk about my personal business, but I'm gonna tell you. She started inquiring about my life insurance. My life insurance. And what I did was factually, I took her off of my life insurance. Called Mass Mutual, Allstate, and said that I couldn't make her a beneficiary because I was afraid. How does it work? When can I get it? And stuff like that. She kept asking me. And then she said, are you going to tell me when can I get it? Is it okay? Are you going to give it to me? And I just removed her. They will keep asking her for money. Yep. But now she's on sort of like not a lockdown, but she can't go anywhere unless me or her dad or her other older siblings go with her. Don't write a check, girl. God has given you good sense. Yeah, I told my husband. Everyone has issues, y'all. Everyone. No matter what. I mean, some of us are with men we don't want to be with. Some of us are with women we don't want to be with. Everybody got problems. You better believe it. Is nobody walking around here with no problems? Let me see. Oh, anyway. Yes. Stacy says she's bipolar. I'm bipolar and swear by my therapist she got me through a difficult divorce after 42 years of marriage. I have another daughter I adopted who is bipolar with psychotic features. I got her at 7, and now she's 22. And guess what? As long as she takes her medicine, she's good to go. We don't have no issues. You know what? I got her with a company who helped her get a job where these workers work with her, let her shop, and she's into making beads. And she makes beads. So, people don't know my life. And the reason why I started doing foster care years ago, because my husband was in foster care. He was in foster care and it made me do it. But you know what? I started adopting up all the kids I had. So I don't have that business like no more. Wildlife insurance. And guess what? I am getting ready to adopt 4 more kids. And I can't tell you their circumstance until I adopt them because I'm sure that people from social services up here on my line. And that's very creepy and crazy. I don't talk about no finances to no one then. But you know what? That's part of what me and my husband do. We let our kids know about our finances and bills, like especially my oldest biological daughter, who is my executor, and my kids. If something happens to us, we got it set up and we talk about it because that's one thing y'all don't talk about. Remember, I was teaching that class and I told y'all these are all the important things that you need to know. Well, if I pass away, all state is Lincoln benefit. That's what it's called. They will cut each child a check right then. They will get a check. And this house and my properties will go on the market in 60 days. And then whatever taxes is due, whatever is left will go to each child. And I have a law office doing that. Yes, we all have problems, but we have each other too. We do. And that's why, y'all, I just said that when you do something wrong to somebody, It's time to just apologize. Don't You ain't gotta be friends, but, the apology is not for them, it's for you. And once you apologize to somebody, you will know that that will be something lifted up off your back. Like, I apologize, to people, but I just don't keep them in my life. I just don't allow them to stay in my life. I don't do that. They're asking about life insurance, was planted by one of those parents. Yep, but she has not seen them now, and there's no way that they could connect with her right now. And I'm having somebody help her process that with her. Like I said, it hurt me because, like, I'm the first one to say you don't know where you're going if you don't know where you come from. But I know where she comes from, and and she if she's adopted, the state may provide free mental health services. She gets free Medicaid. They give her free Medicaid. Even my oldest child that has bipolar with psychotic features, when she turned 21, it switched over to Medicare, and she goes to therapy as well. This family is all about therapy. If the local hospital has no rooms for her, they can transfer her to another program at another hospital. She was in the children's hospital, and they got a lot of mental health facilities around here. I am surprised they did not look into that. They locked her in just for a couple of hours, but they released her so she can go home. Not educating your family about the end of life decisions is not helpful to those left behind. Correct. My kids know where everything is, but only my oldest children know the combinations to things. Yeah, that part I can understand with parents, but not to outside people. And that's what I believe me. If I were to be aggressive to her parents and they tell her, then she would think I hate her parents, and then I would have problems. This is a child that makes straight A's. She makes straight A's, but she stopped eating for a while because she said they weren't eating. But that is something that I did. I would call other hospitals to see what availability they had. Yeah, she was in the mental hospital. She wasn't in a regular. They just said they didn't have the beds. Pandemic, shortages everywhere. It is, y'all. I've been telling y'all on our page that a lot of food storages have shut down, burned down. So, y'all, that's what I'm telling you. Don't be so high and mighty that you can't go into the dollar store and get some of those canned foods off of there, because it's the same canned foods that's in the supermarket. They're not expired. Go get you some canned food. I know I got a girlfriend that said, "Oh my God, I don't eat vegetables out of a can." Honey, you can't keep that vegetables inside of a bag. So you have to rinse off the cans. I'm learning a lot, okay? I'm making meals that are stretching, even though I don't have to do it that way. But I cut back on the salmon. My kids was used to eating salmon and stuff. And no, I cut back on that. We got a lot of chicken, okay? Yes, I learned in church and therapy about the gift of forgiving others, and I am flourishing. And you have to. You have to forgive. Yes, family needs to have insurance, finances, or to talk about what you need to know. If when something happens to main providers for your family's estates, wills was best. Yep, that's absolutely true. You're a great mother. God bless you for helping our society. I promise God to foster children too. Once I marry again, my husband passed away as soon as we didn't get it. Let me tell you something. You don't have to be married to foster children. Another thing, there's a lot of children that are gay. And guess what? I was able to get some people who desired to be foster parents to gay. They were gay and the children were gay because the understanding, our some of our women become gay because they might have been mistreated. But if that is their lifestyle, you know, I'm not telling you this is something that you have to accept, but I'm telling you something that you should respect. because guess what? We're black and we can't change that. And they're gay and they can't change that. The frozen section has much cheaper vegetables. They are fresh. When you cook them, you can get more for your money. I know, but if you're talking about storing stuff for a long time, canned foods are the best. More food place, and even CVS is closing next year. That's what the news say. Facts. And guess what, y'all? Start going to get water because down in Florida, they think the storm is coming. Think. And people start raising the prices of the water again in Florida. And what you gonna do? You gonna pay for it because you ain't got no water. Dollar store, Dollar Tree. Yep, a girl's best friend. I told y'all I got into that dollar store and I didn't know I would. I treated it just like Nordstrom's. I walked out there with them little teeny shopping carts full of cleaning products that I pay a lot more money when I go to the other places. I started really learning how to save more. Yes, and you are awesome, Mona. Yeah, here go Niecy, y'all. Y'all was Niecy.
Hey everybody, I'm sorry I've been absent, but I had my little niece's birthday party. You know, I had that 3 hour live that night where I had messed up the candy apples because I was trying to hurry up and do it before she came up there and saw me. So, and then all day at the party, like we had such a good time, y'all. It was like so nice. The little girls sat out there and painted. I'm gonna see and I bring a couple of pictures up in a minute. But the reason I came
No,
up,
wait a minute. How come I can't bring my kids to your house?
I it won't at my house. It will at my niece's house. Okay.
Yeah, Niecy, Imma bring all my foster kids to her house, and me and my husband be back in a week.
I mean, y'all can come, but y'all
I said
just can't stay overnight. You could come. You go to the hotel. But the reason
right.
I came up, y'all, I sat down with a group of physicians because y'all know that I'm team now included. Um, and this group of physicians was imploring me to get out there, pound these pavements and these internet streets and make sure that everybody get out there and vote, y'all.
I already
It is
told
so very, very critical that everybody in
Imma
every
hit on my property.
state with a right thinking mind get out there and vote and encourage other people to vote. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna be taking people to the polls. The type of things that they got right now in our state legislature here in North Carolina to do if they win back, um if they win certain elections, like it's gonna be crazy, y'all. So get out there and vote. The doctors reading these, just like the Supreme Court already had their stuff reading to reverse Roe versus Wade, but the stuff up in our state capitol that I can't tell you what's written, but it's scary, y'all. It is scary, but they want the control they want over women is scary. So I need all of y'all to go out there and pound the. If you don't want to get out there in this, out in the real streets, pound the internet streets. Post it on your wall. Everybody, make sure you're registered to vote. I was taken off the registration list, and I've been voting years. So make sure your name is up there, okay? I'm fun.
Niecy, they asking you
Yeah,
to
I, I,
load up the
I'm a
medicine.
clown. I'm a clown.
No, load up the medicine stuff. Somebody's asking you to load up the medicines and things. Niecy already told
Like,
Mucinex because y'all don't know. I have been truly down from my sinus. I mean, it has been cold here where I had to wear a jacket, coat. Um,
mm-hmm.
but I'm serious. Me and Niecy can't tell you who to vote for. We're gonna tell you that y'all see that the economist said that the blacks and Hispanics gonna lose their jobs. But last week they was telling us to go buy houses. Okay. So they trying to
Yes.
Tell them what that's called, Nisi.
Predatory lending. Don't
Predatory
fall for it,
lending.
y'all. Do not
Predatory
fall
lending.
for it.
Don't. Now, this is our Marva. I need some laughter, y'all. My heart is heavy. My good friends and granddaughter is cutting right now and having an anxiety attack. They are rushing her to the hospital. She is 15 as well. Pray for Naomi. Y'all, we got to pray for our kids. I'm going to tell you something. When she was cutting, I'm going to tell you something. My father told one of my brothers. My brother was cutting, and my brother wanted attention. This is when I was young, y'all. Now, y'all think about 1965, 75, 85, those years, okay? And my brother was cutting, and my father just told him, "Why are you cutting all on your wrist? You're not cutting no vein. Here, cut right here. If you're gonna kill yourself, don't play with me like that." My brother grew up. He is a therapist, okay? He is a therapist, and now these kids are more prone to really take their lives. This is nothing to play with. We got to pray for each other. I'm telling you, the devil is out here to seek and destroy, and us, everybody, black,
Hmm.
white, yellow, they are trying to destroy everybody. You got fathers who are sleeping with their own children, not just girls anymore, y'all.
Hmm.
Boys too. Okay. I had a couple of those kind of kids. Listen, and then you just don't understand, but then you find out the whole family have mental illness. It's an illness, but guess what? They're sending some of these young boys to jail with mental illness. It's not where they should go. They should be put in hospitals, but they don't have that. They're building more prisons than school. Okay, y'all, more prison. Prison is a money maker here where I live at. Okay, cups of noodles and everything. Where I live at, y'all, in the city over from us, let me tell you, there've been more murders than gun smoke on TV. Okay, I've not seen just a young boy killed his mother, 16 years old, because she took his cell phone. Another boy, 14 years ago, a couple of years, killed his mama because she took his PlayStation. Y'all, I am 63, left side paralysis due to a stroke, which left my divorce, kept your doctor's appointments, and manage your health. As we Black women have to manage our weight and mental health. We do, you guys. Walk. I don't care. We say we don't exercise. Where I walked around the mall. No, you got to walk aggressively, and you got to stay up. And that's why it's very important that y'all join that now included. This is for free 99. It's free. If you're having some type of symptoms, you can talk to these group of professionals and they can direct you where to go. They're not going to diagnose you. They're going to tell you, you need to do this and you need to go to the doctor. Nisi is
Yes.
a registered nurse, not a play nurse, not somebody who want to be a nurse and never did it. Nisi is a registered nurse, and Nisi has some ailments herself that she is not embarrassed to tell you about. And look at God. She's right here with me. I get on her nerve every day. Here in Washington State,
Hmm.
building more mental health facilities. Yes. Y'all, these are not just Black kids going through this. These are white children going through this as well. When I get on this internet sometimes and I hear somebody calling somebody ugly, right? You don't know what that person is going through, and you saying ugly, and that person might take their life on something you said.
Hmm.
That ain't nothing to move on, because guess what? That blood is on your hand when you tearing people down. And that's why I tried to tell y'all the other day that I got a phone call, and Nisi was on that phone call, where Destiny was really feeling bad about my little letter, you know what I'm saying? And all they had to do is tell me that she was hurt by it. And guess what? We moved it on to members only. That's what we did. I took it out circulation, where somebody have to pay $1.99 to read it. I mean, to listen to it. I don't want to hurt nobody, and I don't want to cause anybody to hurt themselves because of my jokes, okay? In the name of Jesus, you know all of us, Lord. Lord Jesus, please take all the pain away in the name right now in the name of Jesus. And y'all, that's what we need to say every day. Y'all know my routine. I'm a regular smuggler. I get up, I use the bathroom, and I grab my Bible. And I'm going to tell you why I grab it first before I decide to make decisions because it'd be a lot on me. You know, I am a caretaker. I take care of my husband. I can get a nurse in here every day, but guess what? My husband wants me. He don't want anybody else. When I had to change his little IV stuff, it was balls. I mean, I was doing stuff I never did before, and it scared me to death. But guess what? I asked God, give me the knowledge. Lord, please baptize my hands and give my hands what I need to do it. And I just start leaning on God, y'all. And I did, and it took a lot in me to change. And I'm still trying to change, y'all. I'm a sinner, but I can say I'm a sinner. I don't have to go around and pretend that I'm not a sinner. And I did some things to people, and I have tried to go back to each person I did something to and apologize. And some of them, they don't accept your apology. But guess what? God lift that burden off me so I can freely do what I want to do on my page. I'm not worrying about getting no 10 grand, 10,000 people. I don't worry about that. I'm not worrying about getting cash apps and super chats. Lord knows I would love the blessing. But the fact is that if God put something in my mind to share with my gems, that's what I plan on doing. You know what I'm saying? And some of it's gonna be messy, but I'm gonna let you know it's gonna be messy. This is what I heard on the YouTube streets, and then I'm gonna give you a strand that you can follow it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, my good friend granddaughter is white. Yep, white kids are going through this too as well. Let me read this. The black community survived with faith in their arsenal, and now most of us are allowing the rhetoric of the Bible being used to weaponize. If we don't get back to honoring God, then we'll continue downward. Absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I'm going to tell you, since I start reading the Bible more, I'm going to tell you now, more people try me in these streets. I'm not talking about YouTube streets. I'm talking about working with these children that I work with, you know, social workers talk to me the way they ain't never talked to me before. But you know what I said? Lord, control this tongue.
Mm-hmm.
But I do tell them what needs to be done, and I make sure I tell them by the letter of the law. That took me to study to find out what laws, what can be done and what cannot be done. And Nisi will tell you it's been with me a very long time, way before I got on this YouTube page. I used to say whatever I wanted to say, but now because I don't want nobody to hurt themselves. Thanks for therapy progression on being bedridden to a wheelchair to walking with a cane. Yep, my husband walks with a cane. Y'all, my husband falls. Oh my God. I used to get, when he fell, I would get so, my body felt like it was ringing when he fell. But guess what? I go through therapy with him. When he go through therapy, it teaches him how to roll, how to walk, how to do different stuff. And guess what? I'm there with him so I can learn. Like, if you fall, baby, tuck. And you know, I just want to do all this with him. These times are some trying times, Jims. It is. And I'm telling you, I love each and every one of y'all. I don't have to know you, but guess what? I got to say that I love you so that we could all do better for each other and to one another. I love you all, yet if we're feeling things, remember we are not alone. And that's why I'm telling you that you can go to any gym on this page. If they have an IG, I promise you, if you say, okay, I'm just going to talk to Marva today, Marva is not going to put it all over these YouTube streets. If you want to talk to Nisi, Nisi do not discuss, and I promise the goodness, she'll tell you. If somebody come to her in confidence, because she took an oath to help people, she don't tell me. She don't tell me anything, and I'm glad. And that lets me know she's doing this from her heart. LM went through something. Prayer. Prayer changes things, and she comes home from work and sit on the porch, y'all. Accountability is everything, and we are blessed to enjoy the journey of your change. My favorite, thank you, thank you. Be encouraged, and I got to stay encouraged, okay? Because I'm telling you, y'all got to get a partner that you in love with. But if this partner is mistreating you, y'all, I have through this pandemic, I have watched some of my girlfriends get beat up by men and women that they didn't think that they would even be experiencing anything like that. But that is somebody who's hurt. Hurt people, and there's a lot of trauma in our generation. We got whippings with extension cords. We got cussed at, choked on by our parents. And guess what? When you grow up, you just don't easily escape that. But you know what? When I had my first child, that's how I escaped the abuse that I went through with my mother. And if y'all go back and look at my YouTube page, I tell y'all about my abuse. It's called turning a mess into a message, and a test. The other one is turning a test into a testimony. I've been through some abuse. And then that made it easier when I got older to hurt people with my words. I'm a fighter. I know that I know how to fight with my hands real good. I used to start fights to fight because I had a big family. I know that we all could jump that person. But y'all, we've been through some things, and that's when now I've been turning a leaf of not just fighting people, but then I have to tell God to, to tame my tongue. The tongue could get you someone killed. You can speak things into existence, you know? Hey, Levon Library. I love him, y'all. I love Levon. Nope, I will not share. I am a mental health professional as well. Adolescents are my specialty. Yep. And I first saw you on the T channel and moved to you. I'm going to tell you, when I was on All About the Tea, I'm like I told y'all, I don't have nothing bad to say about her, okay? She taught me a little bit what I'm doing right now, so I can't never say that all of that was a bad experience. I learned how to be a YouTuber, but I just took a different turn on what type of YouTuber I was gonna be. You know what? It's so dang easy to get caught up in YouTube mess, but then if you got somebody like Nisi who say, "Listen, you don't even know these people, and this is how you acting." Nisi got on me like, I'm older than Nisi, but if you get somebody who really care about you and they telling you something, you listen. You listen. You got to listen with your ears and not with your mouth. You can't say but. And then I moved away from Monica over to Nosy. And guess what? I had enough sense to realize that I keep going from one pan to something hotter. Let me pull back. And Nisi said, "Now, I told you if you just stay on your page and teach what you got to give, it's going to be better for you." And that's what I've been doing. And guess what? I got 7,400 subscribers happy. I don't come up here and say, "Y'all gotta subscribe to me. Y'all gotta still I need to get to my 10,000." Y'all don't hear me saying that. No, because
Y'all,
God,
I had to call her out
yeah, God
because
over here
it,
who
it
needs
was so stressful for her and me that I'm like, okay, Marcella, you're going to have to pick what kind of YouTuber you want to be. And I see so much growth and change in 2022. And I'm just so proud of you because it's easy to come up here and, just talk about people recklessly. It's real easy. And look, people love to hear it too, but at a certain point, I love fun shade, but some of this stuff just get too wicked. And that stuff really transfers into your spirit and you don't
that.
even realize it. So
Oh,
that's
no.
why I was like, I couldn't deal with that part anymore. Like I like little fun shade. And I even throw shade at people myself. But I never do anything malicious to try to tear somebody's family apart or
Yeah,
tear down somebody's self esteem or something like that.
yeah. And I'm gonna tell you something I learned. Um, the self-esteem part is what carries over into the mental health part. And so that's why when Miss Wanda reached out to me and said Destiny was hurt, I didn't mind apologize. I went on her page and I was asking her questions. And I went back on her page the other day and I apologized to her. And you should have heard it all over the YouTube stream. You dumb. I wouldn't have never did that and all that kind of stuff. But you know what? I don't have to worry about them calling me dumb because see, I take care of me. I can take care of myself. Those people ain't striking no checks for me. And so I come over here and I do what I feel, what my heart tell me what's good. Y'all, Levon Library has a new book coming out. Y'all, when it published, let's support. I believe this is book number 5. Yes, I do have a very powerful book from Levon, and he sent it to me for free. And guess what? It gave me a lot of understanding. He breaks things down very, very educational wise. He is a gentle soul. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you something. When I was in my mess, y'all, I'm thinking I'm bantering back and forth with someone. And then they went after Nisi. And when they went after Nisi, you don't know the feeling I had that they weren't hurting me, so they're gonna go to somebody I care about. And that's when I knew I had to slow down. I had to slow down and pull out. So now the only way I had to do it is to let them say anything they want to say about me. Oh, she an alcoholic. They talked about my husband leg. They talked about my husband cancer. All of this was to get a response from me. Made videos about me. I don't care because guess what? I wasn't even watching those videos. Only time I knew about it is when people came into my inbox and said, they made a video about you, till I just had to tell the people, hey, let them make the videos. They need those clicks and views. Let it go. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Mm-hmm.
Levon said his audiobook is coming out in October. Levon, as soon as you get it out, please let me know so we can put it on our community page. Anybody that has a realtor business, any type of business, we're advertising your stuff over here free. You tell us what it is. I'm going to put up the email. You can send it to the email, right? And when you send it to the email, what we're going to do is we put it that's it right there. Cartel 8 is Nisi email. You ain't got it. I mean her that is her cash app, but that's not what you send it to. You send it to entertainmentuncut@gmail.com. Right there. Send it there and send your business and we're gonna post it for free. Whatever you're trying to do to make side money, y'all, it's hard. It's hard out here. And I got 7,400 people that can see what you're doing and you could probably help them in your state. Glad you made the right decision, even though all decisions are not easy to make. Yeah, because I didn't know these people. I live in Virginia. Nobody could have doxed me because I told everybody my whole name. You want to know where I know who I am? Google me. I'm all over Google, okay? Because I do good things, not just on YouTube, but in my real life. God bless all caretakers. Your job is difficult and often unappreciated, and bless you. You know what? One thing about my husband appreciates me very well. And you know what? Some people see me out with my husband and not know that's my husband. They think that, I am his real caretaker when it's my real husband. Yesterday was our anniversary, y'all. 19 years married, y'all. 19 years. I done put up with him and Niecy mess. Niecy will talk about you. We got you, nephew Levon. I read all 4 so far. Yep, easy reading. LEM says, I love you so much. Y'all are for love. Yep, real for the real, bringing tears to my eyes. Feel good to be able to conversate with people who have hearts and feelings like me. I, listen, Aquarius MC, he has come to me in some hard times that he didn't know I was going through and gave me a good word. You know what I'm saying? Just and I don't know who he is. I'm going to tell you that he comes to me right when I need some uplifting because y'all, I'm strong, but thank you, Miss Sheila. I appreciate you so much. Levon is another one, y'all. When I was going through my transition and was getting rough, like on that teeter line, you don't know which way to go. LaVon would come in and say, I love you. And that's it. I love you. And he knew my heart. And I just stopped retaliating. And, then I got called punks and stuff like that. No, I'm not a punk. I don't even know you, and you can't affect my life. And that's how it started. I started following you from there. Yep, congrats. Um, like I said, I don't have nothing bad to say, but y'all, you know what? We're gonna get up into this. Oh, it was one more thing that I caught on the news that we had to talk about, y'all. Y'all know about the job losing, right? So we're gonna get to Tasha K asked the courts on Friday not to let Cardi B garnish her wages. Even though she's in Africa over there living fat like a rat, she Tasha K asked courts to stop Cardi B from garnishing her wages. Um, Look, sis, just pay her. You've been all over the place, and say that you got the money. If you got it, go ahead and give it to her in this circus, because we got another circus brewing, okay, with another celebrity. And that's one thing we have to be careful about talking to these celebrities. Um Saying allegedly is not gonna save you. Okay, it's not. But this is I'm going to tell you what doxing is. Doxing is, say I came up here and I didn't use my right name. I come up here and said, my name is Gems. I never tell you anything about me. Well, somebody that want to do bad against me will try to find out my real identity, and then begin to call my job and do stuff like that. That has happened here on YouTube, but thank God I am my own boss. You can't call nobody but me. Also, remember, God loves you more, and congratulations. Thank you. Okay, let me tell you this, y'all. This is very serious. Trump threatens to deport millions and millions of immigrants if reelected. He is out on these streets telling people now, make sure you make those polls. Put the Republicans back in charge of the House and the Senate. He says that when Trump threatens this, and let me tell you what date this came out. 3 days ago, Trump threatened to deport millions and millions of immigrants if he's reelected. So guess what he got to do? He got to put his aces in their places. He got to put his soldiers in their places. Y'all, we had a governor putting immigrants in cages in Arizona. This man never went to jail. You got people stealing. You got people not paying taxes, but they're coming after the poor and the middle class. We all need this love. LM, I always so happy to see you here. Me too. And guess what, y'all? We got to keep Sweet Lady Eats in prayer, okay? She was my day one Marva. I tell you, never miss a day, but she had 2 deaths in her family back to back, and she herself had to deal personally with each of those things, and now they're already buried, but um she had to get everything cleared up, and she's still working on it. And so I got to reach out to her today just to say I love you, because she's been going through. Don't pollute your mind with toxicity. Yep, YouTube gossip channels get in the world. Love your wisdom and mentorship. Your honestly is refreshing. Thank you so much. So much. But over here, we do talk about the Housewives show. Like that stuff with the bishop. I'm not gonna get into that. God sees all things. Vengeance is mine, said the Lord. What the 2 bishops are doing to each other, they do not know how this is canceling people's faith. So I do see it and be like, wow, they just go each other so hard. But we need to turn our attention away from the so-called celebrities. They don't celebrate or uplift us. We cannot give them any of our energy. We have real issues, okay, and we do. But I'm gonna tell you, they're gonna, like, where I'm from in New York, when it was election time, they gave everybody off when I was growing up. They don't do that no more. They want you to go to work. They tell you you better not miss work, so they make sure that you can't vote. But voting starts at 6 a.m. everywhere in your time. Hey, we got a new content creator up here, Emmy's channel. Listen, you're going to go over to her page. It's animated, but she tells you where sales are. She tells you about new, refreshing TV shows. Her family comes up. She has I believe it's her sister who talks about mental health and relationships. Uh, y'all go over there. They're very short, they're not long. They're entertainment and educational. Emmy's channel, that's how you spell it. She's a black woman. It's animated, it's refreshing, and I go right over there. Listen, sometimes if I can't make it over there because I'm not on YouTube all the time, guess what? I go and hit the replay. It's 10, 15 minutes at the most, and you will enjoy all the content. Emmy's channel. There it go right there. You know what? I seen her first video when she first started that animation. She tells you about her personal life. She was in the military. She tells you everything. So go please check out Emmy's channel. Veronica Barnes. I love her. Veronica Barnes keeps me dotting my I's and crossing my T's, y'all. She is a longtime subscriber. And listen, y'all, in my Instagram, if y'all want to talk to me, I reach out. If I'm not friends with you already, I usually read your post. If it's about another content creator or some mess, I will not accept you as my friend. And so some people have sent me things. If it's about somebody else, I'm not going to, put that in my spirit. I don't accept you as my friend. Hello, everyone. I'm like, hey, Doreen. Prayers going up to her as well. Yes. Let the redeemed say so. This is a woman that, is very, very smart. And guess what? She sort of I was going through something religious wise, and she just came up here and made a remark, and it put me right back where I needed to be. Y'all, there are people that come up here that have been a blessing in my life. And I'm telling you, they may not know, but God sends people here for me, and it has been so good. You're welcome, Miss Emmy. Y'all go check out her channel. I'm telling you, when you go over there, y'all gonna say, "Oh my God, she only have 12 subscribers." Subscribe to her page because if you want some good sales, she tells you what's going on sales about couponing and everything. It could help you. Y'all, a lot of people that can't get out to go shop in stores. Listen, get a family member. Mississippi, let's pray for them. Their water is not good still. Love your channel first. Y'all go check out Emmy's. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Emmy's channel, we appreciate you. Yes, she tells you about sales. She tells you about good shows that, that if you're staying home all day, some good stuff and things that you can put into your spirit for laughter. Yeah, we need that. Like I said, some of these shows in the evening that I watch, Bravo and stuff, is getting crazy. Yesterday, I just watched mostly movies. Hello, Marcella. Hey, Renee. I love you, y'all. If y'all want to laugh sometime too, go on my Instagram, Marcella Speaks. I got videos up there that I am dancing. I am just having fun, lip syncing. And that's a lot of way that I get my stress out. I play basketball. Nisi puts my shorts down there. I play basketball. Y'all, I'm 57 years old. I do cartwheels. If I want to get up and go to the beach, I sometimes go to the beach early in the morning to walk around to just get my bearings, to, just get good air because I live near the beach. Hey, darling. Now let's get on to the house robbery, revenge, and setup, okay? Anila, I was really hurting for Anila, y'all. Y'all don't know if you've never been robbed, if something's never been taken from you, how you feel, okay? How would you feel that if you went to go visit your mother or you came back and somebody had violated your brand new house, okay? Somebody then came in and didn't touch the den, didn't touch the dining room. They knew exactly where to go, exactly where your jewelry was. And I was really hurt for her seeing that, right? Mason and Quad, I love that Quad has taken in her nephew because her brother died of a brain tumor, y'all know in real life. Quad took in her mother, she took in her nephew, and guess what? She moved her son's mother closer to her. And I don't, Alpharetta, that's where she live at, okay? Cecil and Simone, they're writing a book. I'm gonna tell you, I wanted them to put in that book about why they were going to get a divorce. It made very much sense why they were going to get a divorce. He had a female friend that was taking his wife's spot, except they did not do anything sexually. But he would always be on the phone with this female friend, and this female friend was not his wife's friend. Okay. So that's, Simone was working all the time. Cecil was not working. He was going to play golf all the time with this female friend. And, sometimes you can have an affair with people emotionally, not even realize that feelings are coming on, where him and Simone did not even live together. Okay. Toya and Eugene. I do not even get sparks from them, okay? I don't get any type of love sparks from them. I see Eugene, to me, looks very sad, but he loves his family. He loves the idea of family. I like that his son, who is 12, wanted a dinner party. You don't usually get that. You usually get children that want to go out and buy the latest sneakers. They want to get this and they want to get that. He wanted his friends to come over for a dinner party. And guess what? You can tell Eugene spends a lot of time with his son because he knew the meats to ask for. And honey, that meat that they had on that plate last night and what that young man was asking for was $64 a pound. And so I was like, that's good that he's teaching them, but I want you to go back and look at the show. When mom was speaking to Ashton, Ashton was not very receptive to his mother. He was just, you could see that. So, Toya, this is your son, and a son's first love is his mother. I didn't see the spark in the son's eyes. I didn't. Jackie, y'all know she making that bag. Matter of fact, they had a commercial of Jackie's skincare. I said, I'm getting a little wrinkle. I ordered some of Jackie's skincare, so it will be here in 6 days. I'm going to let y'all know exactly how it is. Now, if I don't say anything about Jackie's skincare, then you know it won't no good. I'm not going to come up here and tell y'all it won't no good. But if I don't say nothing, then y'all know it ain't no good, okay? Hey, Veronica Barnes. Hey, Marva, the super duper sniper. Oh, yes, Marva is my super duper and my only sniper. I mean, my only mod, and I love her. And okay, so Toya and Eugene's son dinner party was good. He relates to his dad better. We saw that. Um, I love that he was cooking with his son. I just said I was gonna say something, but I'm taking it back. Toya, when Eugene went over to kiss Toya after the success of the dinner, he went to kiss Toya, but she act like she did not want to kiss Eugene. And I was sad about that because Eugene is something like my husband. My husband is country, right? He from North Carolina. And my husband believes that if he works, and we don't have to need for nothing, then I'm okay. But while my husband was working, I was working until the accident happened to my husband, and I fully retired with my husband. Um, Always love to hear you, Marcella, but I did not get the vibe from Toya kids. I didn't get the vibe from her kids. I did not get the vibe from Toya's kids. Um, if you go back and look, like Eugene talked over Toya, like Toya didn't exactly know what type of meat to buy. Eugene was cooking with the son instead of Toya. Um, you know, sh and she just wanted to talk that we spent over $1,000. Everything is monetary to Toya. She's materialistic. And guess what? That ain't gonna work too well for her, okay? Toy and Jean's son had the dinner. Okay, Omarosa. I want to take because I'm going just the pieces that I thought was interesting. Omarosa is the best person for to qualify their book. She's written books. Omarosa made a lot of money off the Cheeto Man out of that White House and was able to write a book and let it go through. She told them like it is, and I guess they're going to improve the book. And if you're going to sell the book, you're gonna have to bring up the ugly because nobody ever, nobody's marriage is perfect. Not nowhere. Okay. And I have to tell you that 19 years, nobody's wedding marriage is perfect. Me and my husband, biggest fight is because he worked so much. And I started doing things on my own, like going on trips with my girlfriends and stuff like that. He was displeased because I was gone all the time. I would say, but you're not home. So now I take less trips and I'm home with my family. Okay, so like I said, the birthday party was nice because they showed that again. When Toya and Eugene was doing their confessionals, I felt like Eugene was embarrassed that Toya kept bringing up sex. You know what I'm saying? And what and I don't know what made me just gravitate to looking at Eugene's face. Like, what does he feel when he heard his wife say that his peen was small and that, people are joking about him? And I was like, wow, she knew that before they got married, what size he was, and it was fine with him. Was it the money? But Toya said some very interesting things last night. She said, well, that was part of the reason I got with Eugene because he was a good cook. No, he was a doctor. He was a resident becoming a doctor. And what happened with Eugene and Toya that they both explained when he became an emergency room doctor, they didn't understand the money he was making. He was making hand over fist, but they didn't have any good money management that they started splurging on unnecessary things. I got to have the big house. I have to have this. I got to have that. But, people buy these little trinkets, these big houses and big cars and all these kind of stuff. And they forget about the Mr. I, Mr. R, Mr. S, Mr. IRS. They forget about Mr. IRS because everything you bringing in, you might get some of the taxes taken out of your paycheck. But guess what? You make enough working overtime, you got to pay more taxes. So I think that Toya and Eugene really need to sit down after all these years and still learn to manage their money because I still don't think they're managing their money good. I would say they're not because they're in tax trouble right now. Okay, they got some tax troubles going on in real time. Okay, Jackie, I love her. Very intelligent, very giving, and very blessed. You see why Jackie don't get caught up in so many financial things. Jackie's house is paid off. Jackie's office that she works out of is paid off. She partnered up with other doctors, okay? Jackie started a skin line business, exercise. And guess what? Her husband cheated on her, and she probably learned through therapy that maybe, baby, he cheated because you worked all the time. She had to learn to take off, get the man, keep the man, how you got the man. And she does a lot of things with Curtis, and they have a good marriage overall. Okay. Um, like I said, I ordered her skincare. It's called VOLITION. I ordered it, and also it was $35, and then you got a free gift that was worth, I think, $20, but you got it for $9.99, and it cost, I think, $45 to $48 to with everything and the shipping. So that should be coming to me very soon. Plus, y'all, I ordered some games for us on YouTube, and y'all gonna love it. Y'all know how we got these games, the 5-second rule, right? These little cards like this. Well, I got some cards that's gonna bring you back in your day, like things that we used to do when we was kids, hip hop songs from the 60s, 70s, the 70s, 80s, and 90s. We are going to be playing some games over here and winning like $10 cash apps and gift cards and stuff like that to help people with gas, or it can help you buy a case of water or something. We're going to be doing that over here. The card should be here today or tomorrow. So we're going to do a free tester, where we're going to test y'all for free. And then we're going to start giving out prizes. So if you would like to sing cash apps or super chats, that would help us filter it right back to you. Okay. So I don't know where my super chat is. I don't even know my super chat. I mean my cash app. I don't even know it. Nisi, what is my cash app? Oh, there you go. That's my cash app. Okay. My cash app is on the bottom. That's if you want to send $5, $2. There's my cash app right there. Marcy Dave. We're gonna filter all the money right back into you. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna filter it right back into Speak with Your Girl Marcella. And those are gonna be the prizes for the people, okay? And guess what? I got to get Levon back over. Levon has games on his page, y'all. He be doing a Jeopardy with the housewives shows, and he be showing his age, honey. He be bringing up Carol Burnett and all kinds of shows that we watched when we was younger. Y'all forget about that. Levon got some good games over there. So I've been telling him we got to get up and do a Jeopardy over here. If he could just come over here and show us, it is so much fun. Him and Red Label Confessions, they be having some good games, and it's all of the shows that we be watching. Okay. So anyway, then they get over Dr. Jackie, of course. They have a blood drive where they're testing people for COVID. They're, helping with free medical. All the doctors get together. It's like a date bonding thing. And they all meet up at Jackie's house. What I didn't like is Jackie had them sitting outside. I did not like that. But because it was cold, and last year, this was in December of last year, it was freezing in Atlanta. Oh, I got to get the black card game. I got to do that. We got to do some fun stuff because, see, laughter is going to get us through all of this, right? We got to stop thinking about everything bad that's going on around us and then start putting just a little bit of adult activity in our lives, okay? But anyway, she had the food truck, which I thought that was a good idea. Your house ain't got to be smelling up. You ain't got no dishes. The food truck, that food truck in particular, has very good food. I hear from a good girlfriend in Atlanta. Okay, like you did, Miss Marcella, when you mentioned Starsky and Hutch with Huggy Bear. Yes, I used to watch that. I used to watch the Jetsons, Fred Flintstone, all that, y'all. Um, Let me see. I Me myself, my culture, I believe in fixing my husband his plate and bringing him his plate, and I even pick up Tim's plate. A lot of people didn't believe that, but when Heavenly told them to bring their husband plate, they was like, I'm not bringing my husband a plate. But Toya said, Eugene, bring me a plate. I like to see Toya one time just give Eugene something other than problems. That I would like to see that so bad. I wish that I could see one inkling, an ounce of love in Toya. And I'm going to tell you something that I know factually. Toya has lost faith in all these women, and I thought that these women would take her and like teach her and carry her on. But Toya has
Mhm.
sunk into the dark side, and
She
she got
really has, Marcella, and it's so sad to see.
She got some shady friends, okay? Some very shady friends. Remember at Quad House with the girl that was getting ready to fight and Neela and them? Well, she don't live behind no gates. She's what we call a thug. And you gotta match a thug with a thug, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you something what I learned growing up. Some of them people that get up and boom, 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 they got a whole lot to say to you. They come after women, people who know that they won't come back. That's not how I was raised. I was raised when they come for you, they didn't come to talk to you. They came to get butt. You get them butt, and you just nut. That's how I was taught. Okay, so Toya been hanging around some very shady people. Toya has been drinking a lot, allegedly, around those streets, and some of those rumors might be real. Welcome back, Carter. Yes, good times. Yes, Thelma. You know what? I love when Thelma married the football player. That was the best thing for me, and especially when they made it out of the hood, he was able to go back. Dr. Simone is the breadwinner, so I understand why she didn't bring the plate. I don't care if she's the breadwinner or not.
No.
The man is the head of the household, honey. Yeah,
And yeah, I was in that situation where I was breadwinner at first, paid for my husband's school. Now he's a breadwinner, but it's always been in traditional in my family that you take your man a plate.
mm-hmm. Yeah. This is very important. My mom always taught us girls to serve our husband. Right. But you know what, y'all? I'm gonna test y'all on one thing. Who do you feed first, your husband or your kids? That's what I need to know. Put y'all answer down there. Toya really going in the wrong direction. She is. She is. Um, what's the
That's a
police
hard
station
one,
show?
Marcel.
Huh?
That's a hard one.
Uh,
Go ahead.
yeah. I see some answers. What's the police station show? What was it? They had it's a country show. It had Virgil
In the heat
of the
of
night.
the
It
night.
was really a popular show, and it had one big black dude. Are you talking about in the heat of the night? Because Virgil was in the heat of the night.
I think she's
Yeah,
talking about Kojak.
yeah, he ain't had no black people. Husband, kids. I get angry when someone comes for you. I'm gonna say yes, you do, and I love you for protecting me. But y'all, the husband should eat first.
Oh, that name. Thank everybody because I am still getting gifts in the mail. I feel so full, y'all. Like this is one of the best birthdays that I've had. And just thank y'all so much for these gifts. I
Friend
was like, oh
sending
my
you
God.
because I got on Marva's gift right now. This is Marva gift to me, y'all. Look, Marva sent me this.
Honey, I got some too. They pink.
And
Woo,
they so comfortable, comfortable. I just
girl.
before I got up here today,
Well, pink is
and I
purple.
put it on, and it's so soft, y'all.
I want that color. I got to
I
get that
love
link
this. I
again.
love this, Marva. Thank you for my jammies. I love it. And I just took a shower before I got up here. No, husbands eat first, but guess what? Uh,
Yeah,
my husband would prefer my children and
right.
first. Fathers want the kids served. Yes,
Right.
my
That's what my husband would say. Go ahead, get the kids. And then I'd be like, bring him his plate.
yep. I'm telling you, my your husband should get their place first, but my husband will always say feed the kids. He always does. Okay, but yes, Marva got me this. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I got a
I
lot.
need that color right there, but
No,
I know
don't
all
get
your
jealous. Don't
colors
get
was
jealous.
I mean, all your sizes and colors was accessible that she could have picked any color.
Yes, stop
My
being
fat
jealous.
tail, I had to wait for a back order.
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something now. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna get straight to it because I gotta get off here. It's almost dinner time in my house. Quad suspected what any street smart person would have suspected. Okay, when Anila came into that house, no, when they was talking about Anila, let me tell you something. I was devastated that Toya was like, maybe she lied. Quad suspected. I'm gonna tell you why. Because in Alpharetta, where they live at, y'all, they live in a gated community, not with a card where you press the code and you can just drive on in. There is a gate guard at two ends of that neighborhood in Alpharetta. Two gate guards, okay? Isn't it a coincidence that Toya had a party the same night that Anila's house was broken into?
It's like Marcella, the hood chicken man says
That
probably, she might have told a couple of her hood friends Check
Toya
out her
knew that
YouTube
Anila
channel.
was going out of town. Toya knew Anila was going to visit her mother.
She probably subliminally
Toya
told
also been
somebody to
in
look
her
at her
house.
YouTube channel and see where all her stuff
No,
is,
Toya
but
been in
not
her house.
exactly told them to do it. Okay.
Toya been in that house and knew where Anila kept her stuff. And guess what I did?
Everybody do though, cause Neela put it on her YouTube channel.
We both led the family. If the man is lazy while I'm breaking my back, he can make my plate. Forget that. My husband brought food to my bed. We serve one another. It's before the heat of the night. Um,
Mhm.
well, my husband will fix my plate, but majority I fix my husband's plate. I do. Um, Toya and Eugene need to attend Freaky Financial Fridays on here. Everybody else channel too. Well, guess what? That people were trying to help them. Simone was trying to tell them, even I think that Dr. Eugene need to get with Dr. Damon, and he would learn a lot. But they were trying to help them for free. Queen said she would feed her kids first. Toya made herself look guilty. Yes, she did.
Very.
And it's not over, y'all. This investigation is not over. They're looking for suspects. And
I but I'm a,
I didn't like that Contessa said that Anila didn't have nothing worth stealing.
like
I
of
was
course
upset
she
about
did. And just the fact that somebody come into your house and be touching your stuff,
your
it's
private.
like the worst vile feeling other than being raped. Like rape, I mean, excuse me, aped and somebody stealing your stuff. Like it just feels violating to me.
Yeah, it is.
So
I have a friend who had a brand new house and got robbed. And you know what she did? She immediately sold her house. She couldn't stay there.
like it's hard.
Because you don't know who went through it. You don't know who went in it. Strike that like button. Thank y'all. I'm not married, so it's just me. Yep. Um, let the redeem, let the redeem. He did my plate too, but we cooked together. It was out of respect as the breadwinner, but we both made equal funds. Yes. Y'all,
It's
it's
our love language to do for
yeah,
each other. We try to outdo each other
yeah,
doing for each other. So that's kind of our love language. Like he cooks all the time, bring me my plate. Um, so it's
yeah,
mutual for us.
yeah.
But when the
And
kids were around, most of the
very
time I would
level.
make his plate.
Yeah, but I wanted to just tell y'all it was just suspicious that Toya had a party that same night. Plus she made a little threat to Quad. Let me tell you something about Miss Quad Langford. Quad is a hood chick.
Yeah.
She can dress it up. Uh, this is not what I think. This is not alleged. Quad is a Memphis. Throw these hands up, snatch this wig off. Yes, my forehead is big. She will
Yeah.
snatch Toya up, okay? But I think that, being very professional is good, but Quad is not to be played with. And Quad took that as a hint. And y'all, I can't wait. I think they got 2 more episodes and this gonna be over. And I'm so happy because they get ready to record the reunion. I hope that Toya gets caught and go to jail. I really do. If
I
she did it.
don't hope she go to jail. And I hope she didn't seeing nobody in that woman house.
Oh,
That's my
but
prayer.
the light skinned lady said she was gonna get Anila. Okay. And y'all, did you hear that Dr. Heavenly told her rumors are going around about you doing this? Quad set it up front. There is rumors about you doing the do. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm just thinking, what is Eugene thinking when he sees this?
Crazy.
BJ Perkins said straight from Memphis. Quad, y'all. If y'all heard about Quad before she got married and before she became this beautiful, beautiful Quad, Quad was picked on and Quad can pick on people, okay? Marva said, I am a widow for 3 years now, redeemed. Yep. And you know what? We love Miss Marva. That's my baby. That's my boo-boo. It's called Black Card Revoked. Very good game. I'm trying to think of this cop show. that she Starsky and Hutch, was it Starsky and Hutch? I'm noticing that everyone is separating from Toya. They are trying to get rid of Toya, but Simone is two-faced there, and that's the worst way to be. She's condescending, and you can see Toya's whole energy, and I think Eugene looks scared. Look at that part about Toya and Eugene again. My husband was a cook, so he cooked and made everyone's plate. He was such a good man. I miss him so much. It's only been a year. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry, but we're gonna pray for you. And guess what? I'm going to tell you. I hope I'm not out of line, but don't get into another relationship so fast. Um, because I can see the warmth and love that you have for him. And it's sometimes when we're lonely, we'll tend to get in new relationships. Um, Date yourself and be in a relationship with the Lord. I can see it because y'all just do not know. I cry about my husband and it be total joy. I am such a sucker for my husband.
Lord, he left. Just had got left in the truck, and let me post these pictures on my Instagram.
Yeah,
I
I
love
love
this baby.
husband is my bestie, okay? Like I told you, we hold hands and we pray together. We kiss, and he'll say, "Let the Lord work first before you put them lips on me." And I said, "The Lord is working through these lips." Oh, sorry, Miss Marvel, we both going through it, but God, yes.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what? We us women when we coming out of relationships and stuff, and I'm not talking about the ones who's lost their spouses. I'm talking about the ones who's been through relationships. Date yourself for a minute. Get to evaluate yourself and fall in love with yourself once more. And sometimes when we lonely, we will fall in love easily. Let the God work on you. Let the Lord work on you. And we gotta all pray for each other on this page. I'm serious. I'm serious. But that's all I really wanted to say. I want them to stop picking on Anila. I do. I don't want to see how folks defending Toya for not caring about Heavenly's mother, who raised these people. Heavenly didn't always get along with her mother, y'all, on a private note, okay? Heavenly,
It's like I got a lot of insight on that part,
yeah. Can you tell them
and
why I blow my nose?
okay,
All right.
um, Heavenly was not as present as she's trying to say she was. Um, and that's and her and her sister do have a very tough relationship. Um, it was a while before Heavenly acknowledged it on her Instagram. So I just had a lot of questions about that. Like, what's going on? Like, you know, the word on the curb was that she found out her mom was sick, she wanted her mom to move in with her for it to be like a storyline for her for this season. And the mother did want to do that. I'm not gonna say she's not grieving because that's the woman who brought you in the world, and you have to be a mighty cold-hearted person. That person had to do a lot to you for you to not even acknowledge in your heart that that woman is gone. So I'm sure that she grieved in her own way, but I just don't like that she was like, my mama died and this and that. Whenever you know she wasn't as present as the other daughter. And that's all I'm gonna say about that because I don't want to get in nobody's mama daughter relationship. That's not what I'm trying to do. But it was just confusing to me with knowing a lot behind the scenes. Um, so yeah, y'all. I'm sure she hurts in her own way. I don't have the best relationship with my mom, but I know, when I get that phone call that she is gone, it's a part of me gonna be hurt because that's the woman that was the vessel for my life, and you got to respect that. And I do. Um, so I'm gonna share the screen, y'all. Because what I want to do is talk about something a little bit more positive. I'm gonna show y'all my baby's birthday party, and this is us singing "Happy Birthday." To you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear baby. Happy birthday to you. Yay! I'm sorry about the camera, y'all, because I was trying to ruffle with that balloon. Okay, let me show you. They was doing their little paint and sip out there. And they were very serious about their paintings also. That's the whole setup. And you see how I spell candy wrong? I'm dyslexic. Okay. And my niece was like, girl, we done took all these pictures and you got candy spelled wrong. Oh, you didn't notice it until all the pictures were taken? I'm dyslexic. So leave me alone. And then these are a few more pictures of the ladies outside painting. We had the big screen up for them. Bounce house and the little bouncy thing. What you call it thing? Trampoline. But those young ladies were very serious about their paintings and they loved it. Um, my baby had a very good time, and seeing the joy of kids always brighten me up. Um, I wasn't expecting for them to be as into their paintings as they were, but they were very serious about what they wanted translated on their pictures. Okay. And I just thought it was so refreshing to listen to kids giggle and play and no drama, everybody there with the same cause, and a lot of family showed up, and we just had a beautiful time, y'all. I laid on that trampoline for about 30 minutes while they were sitting over there painting. My husband took most of the pictures. I don't even know if that's a picture of me over there on the trampoline. I laid in there, and so I was about knocked out sleep. So what they did was got in there and started jumping around and jumping me around while I was up there. So yeah, y'all. I loaded these to uncut just to show y'all that we had a very good time, and I love kids' birthday parties, and um yeah, that's the birthday girl. That's my baby, B May.
Thank you, girl. Thank you. I
Yes. I was just showing them a little bit from the birthday party. Um of course the balloons and the tablecloth wasn't illuminated because it was still light outside.
mm-hmm,
We did get a chance to see a little bit of the glow from the glow party because it was right at dusk whenever we broke it down.
mm-hmm.
And I was explaining to them that I'm dyslexic.
Oh,
And
okay.
nobody caught that until we were through taking pictures, okay? So, well, let me show you this, Marcella. Look at my little baby. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
and many more. Listen, I'm telling you now, for the kids in my neighborhood, I have rented them a bounce house, and Imma show y'all. It's gonna be out here October 29th. I rented a bounce house for all because we only have 34 houses, and some of them have grandkids and everything. Instead of them going out for trick or treating, which we none of us in my neighborhood give out candy, we're gonna do something for the little kids in our neighborhood and all the kids in our neighborhood. And so
Yeah.
I like doing stuff like that. I don't believe in trick or treating because people are so evil. I'd be
Mm-mm.
afraid somebody put something in their thing and
That's about the only pagan thing I get down with is that little kids love their birthdays. Like she changed
mhm,
her theme for her birthday party 5 times, and I was like,
mhm.
"Well, girl, look,
Niecy
we're gonna
is
stick with this glow because I already got everything I need, the black light, all that stuff because I had
yeah,
saved
Niecy is a uh what you call
event planner."
an event planner for real. I went to Niecy, how Niecy got everything. I said, me and Tim ever do our wedding again, gosh, that I know that it'll be free. I ain't got nothing to worry about.
The decorations won't be free, but my input and abilities will be
I just
free.
did that.
Okay.
I just said that to mess with you.
I know you messing with me.
And she have to get and then she gotta come down here. But,
So what I'm gonna do, y'all? I'm gonna buy a bigger bouncy house because my niece, I don't buy her anything because I put my money into decorations and my time and stuff like that. So I
mhm,
be like,
well,
this is your gift. Your party is your gift. Yeah,
Niecy
I
did the
did a
balloons.
balloon.
Guess what? Niecy
Hmm.
decorated Miss Wanda's party when we went to Alabama.
Hmm.
He did all the decorations. Look, I cleaned up more than I have cleaned up my entire life because I have somebody come in here and clean. I cleaned up more than I cleaned up in my entire life. I was sweating. Me and Niecy, I know when I never smelt like that in my life, not even running, okay? And me and Niecy decorated Miss Wanda's party because she was going to do some decoration. But I told her Niecy is a event planner, and she said you is, and she came and got us, and we was oh my god. When I went to bed that night, I was tired. I was hurt. I had fell in the shower before we left.
I was like, that day didn't start or end like I thought it was. I thought I was going to the space museum, y'all, and we ended up decorating the party, which I didn't mind because Wanda was
Mhm.
putting a lot into making sure that we had a good time, good
Yes,
food. Um, and I would do it all over again to see that smile on her face.
yes, Miss Wanda cooked for me for 3 days, y'all, and I'm talking about lobsters. I'm talking about big tiger shrimp salad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, she made the ribs with her sauce. Miss Wanda cooked for me for 3 days, and then at when we went to the restaurant, they gave us free food, and
Yeah.
I was so full from Miss Wanda food, I came home and left my food in the refrigerator. I'm trying to learn the balloon arches. Listen, you can go to, Party City and buy that stuff, but you know what? Maybe Niecy need to give us
I just string mine together, and I have fibromyalgia also. So I can't hold my hands over my head for a long period of time.
I
So
would
the way I do my balloons is I do them in sections and tie them together with each other, and then I string them all together. So I could do that
I
tutorial
saw
one
her
day
do
over
it.
here if y'all want me to.
I
Um,
saw her do it, and I was standing up hanging balloons, and I was like, "Is this what these people go through when they decorate my backyard?" Usually, if I give a party, it be in my backyard. I get this event place to bring me a floor, and
mhm.
sometimes I get a luxury outhouse,
Yes, we do too, because we don't like people to be coming in and out
and with the luxury
of my
outhouse,
home.
with the luxury outhouse comes attendants, and they clean up the outhouse as each person come in and out. I'm ready for
Well,
some
we
sugar.
I don't get a luxury one. I just get them blue ones like on the construction site. Okay.
Y'all, we're gonna start doing it's about to get cold. We're gonna start doing some fun stuff. Y'all, I got some recipes for soups. And guess where I got it from? Chris Bassett. Um
But can I
Candace
say this right
Bassett.
quick? I got
Mhm.
to jump off, y'all. 'Cause I
I
forgot
gotta
I got a
go.
live at 5 o'clock.
I
I
just
got
had
to
some
jump off.
that came up in my house, so my kids just got home from school and there was a fight. I gotta go find out what went on. I love y'all. I see y'all
Mhm.
tomorrow. Bye. Nisi, are you gonna?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Get the branding.
I love y'all. Hit
I
the
don't
like.
even know which one you started with though.
Oh,
Was it
that's
the
the
diamond?
long one. The long one. Hit the like button, y'all.